Okay guys, so I wanted to share with you a simple little routine that you can start to implement every time that you are looking to go for a ride, whether that is on an indoor ride or an outdoor, something that you can start to implement before you step outside the door, or if you're set up in your garage or your home gym, then this is something I want you to do just in the first couple of minutes before you get on the bike. Now, the reason I want to give you this is because this is something that you can start to just become a bit more of a habit when you start implementing a few mobility exercises, a couple of activation exercises, and 1 or 2 key strength exercises, which is going to go a long way to just improving your overall efficiency on the bike. Now, don't forget, okay, we sit in this position, these positions for long periods of time, and where do we want to get most of our strength and our work from? Glutes and hamstrings, okay guys? And this is a massive muscle groups that we simply aren't using enough. And so having these key movements and these key exercises that you're implementing daily are gonna go a long way to improving your overall efficiency on the bike. And not just alone efficiency, just your overall comfort, okay? And you're gonna notice a lot of big differences utilizing these exercises. So have a go at them, let me know what you think. All right, so first up, we're gonna go into our hip openers. We wanna get as much range of motion as we can in those hips. So we're gonna look to go to 5 big rotations backwards, and then we're gonna go 5 big rotations forwards. We're gonna do both sides. And again guys, this is about getting as big a range of motion as we can going on in the hips. So it doesn't need to be, whatever we're looking to do here, it needs to be simple so we can replicate it time and time again. Also, for me, I also need to know that you're doing this without thought. First thing in the morning, whether it's 4 AM or last thing at night, 9 PM, I need to know that you're doing these certain habits time and time again. All right, so hips, starting to get some good range of motion going. Lower back, hamstrings, let's get into it. So inchworms, reaching up overhead, reaching down towards your toes, bending your knees when you need to. But if you can't, try and find that reach, walking the hands out. Give me a push off if you've got one. Walk those hands in, take your time to get that nice stretch going through your hamstrings. Reaching up overhead. We're gonna go for around 3 to 5 reps here. Reaching down. Taking our time. We're gonna go one more. Again, we're just looking for that nice range of motion going through the hips, hamstrings. Take our time. Push-ups aren't essential, but hey, we might as well work on it whilst we can. Staying in this position, widen your stance. I'm gonna take a bit of an angle here for you guys. Pushing the hips back. Okay, straight away, as soon as we push these hips back, we're gonna feel the tension through our hamstrings. This is not a bad thing, guys. This is something we want to be working on. Reaching down towards the ground, trying to touch the ground with our left, reaching high with the right, and keeping the tension in the back end, reaching through, gently get a nice rotation going through the lower back. This is going to go a long way for opening up the upper back and lower back, and looking to look over your head towards the ceiling. Try and keep the palm of your hand open, and this is going to allow the shoulder joint to be externally rotated, which is going to be much better for our posture. And if you get lucky, you might feel a release going through your back. And what we're going to go into next is we're going to be grabbing hold of our little resistance band, get some activation work going. Real simple one, band around the ankles, sit our hips back from here, keeping our weight in this nice aero position. So our hips are back, weights in our glutes, weights in our heels, holding this position. 1, 2. We're going for that set of 20, 10 each side, staying in this loaded position, okay? So what is this position, okay? And what we're looking here is we're bullying these glutes, especially the glute med, as we push those hips back into abduction, bit of extension here. But again, all we're doing is we're just lighting these key muscle groups up as we work. You're gonna feel these guys light up, and this is gonna be key for when you're riding in a minute, okay? We want your brain to realize that these guys are here, so you're gonna be able to call upon them when you need them. Come into standing. You can do 1, 2, 3 sets of 20 there, resting in between. And our last one, split squat, okay? So one foot in front of the other, getting that weight into the front. We want to weight into the front heel because we want it to then all the weight to travel up into our glutes. Load these hips efficiently, leaning forwards, chest and head over the knee, drop, drive, drop. Okay, and we're just looking to load this front leg as much as possible. Going for 5 reps on each leg. Sitting forwards, don't lean back. Keep your chest over it, shoulders back. Let's go for it. All right, and all I'm doing is I'm loading these legs efficiently, okay? Most of us are quad dominant. We use too much of our quads. We don't utilize enough of our hamstrings and our glutes. These are fantastic at getting all that working together, okay? Again, 5 reps each side. You can up it to 10 reps. But again, it's just getting everything organized, working together, so that when you get back on this bike, which is now, we're gonna be good to go. No matter what your effort, you're just gonna be feeling much more efficient, much more mobile through the hips. And over time, you're gonna start putting out some bigger watts without a doubt. Have a go, let me know what you think.